in the Daily Beast by Liam Arkaki, updated May 13th. Stephen Miller, a top aide for President Donald Trump with no law degree, has secretly seized control of the Justice Department, according to a report in the New York Times. While the DOJ has historically operated with a degree of independence from the White House, Attorney General Pam Bondi has received her marching orders from Miller since her first day on the job, current and former Trump aides told the Times. Bondi helps two of Trump's personal criminal defense lawyers, Emile Beauvais and Todd Blanche, run the Justice Department's day-to-day operations based on the White House's directives, the Times reported. The decisions are being made at the White House, and then they're being pushed down to the Department of Justice, which is very, very atypical, said Elizabeth Oyer, a former chief pardon lawyer at the DOJ, who was fired in March after she declined to restore actor Mel Gibson's gun rights in an interview with the Times. It feels like she's just performing a part, Oyer added, referring to Bondi. She's like an actor in a way. Her deference is atypical for an attorney general. I can't recall any attorney general who seemed willing to be subordinate to White House staffers, Edward Whelan, a conservative former DOJ official, told the Times. Unlike her predecessors, Bondi has embraced the role of a fierce and fanatical media mouthpiece, appearing regularly on Fox News to hit the president's talking points. Miller, 39, has emerged as one of the president's most influential and visible advisors during his second term. He was the key policy architect behind Trump's mass deportation effort. Despite being the real power at the DOJ, he is not a lawyer. He is also evil. This man, look at the vein in the side of his head. You know, he's like a dick that you put a face on. This guy he's a white supremacist. He believes in 1930s style rule. He's evil. He's an evil dude. He's an evil fucking dude. Bondi's chief of staff, Chad Mizell, defended his boss's subservience to the White House to the Times, arguing that close alignment is necessary to battle the DOJ's liberal staffers. It's necessary to battle the actual DOJ's staff? Because you're fighting with the actual DOJ, the real DOJ, the DOJ that's supposed to be independent from the White House and not pursuing its policy objectives, because that's not what the DOJ is for, right? He said that under former President Joe Biden, the Justice Department was willing to blindly implement the White House's agenda. That's not true. That's not true. Merrick Garland was so touchy and slow-walked, gave dipshit a million chances to give back the classified documents he stole from the White House. A million chances. If he would have given them back, it would have been a big deal. But he didn't. He wanted to negotiate. He wanted to do a deal with those classified documents he stole. He stole to make deals with other countries. He was selling our country out back then. Back then, he was selling our fucking country out because he is a treasonous motherfucker. Beauvais told the Times that Bondi has focused the agency on its mission to take criminals off the streets. Bullshit. Tesla, maybe people that key Teslas. During her tenure, the DOJ has arrested terrorists, cartel kingpins, and gang leaders. Yeah, like the MS-13 gang leaders that you dismissed the charges against, who had shit on Bukele. You dismissed their charges and sent them back so Bukele could lock them up and never be found to be liable for doing deals with them to get his presidency. Oh, that? Yeah, okay. And assisted in the removal of thousands of criminal aliens that you can't prove are criminals. So that's bullshit. The White House and the DOJ did not immediately return the Daily Beast request for comment. Publicly, Bondi, 59, a longtime Trump loyalist, is an uncritical supporter of her boss's agenda. Well, she should be. She was the one that gave Jeffrey Epstein a slap on the wrist the first time he got busted down in Palm Beach. Yeah, look into that if you don't believe me. She also made the $10 million deal from the university, the fake university that Trump was running. Remember that? Remember what? That was one of his ventures? Such a good businessman. She made that $10 million. Just go away. That's how she got her job. They go way back. She has defended his refusal to return an accidentally deported man from Salvadorian mega prison, touted the arrest of protesters who vandalized Tesla vehicles, and co-signed Trump's decision to accept a $400 million jet as a gift from Qatar. Pam Bondi was a registered foreign agent for the Qatari government. Yeah, let's just put that in there too. Mr. President, your first 100 days has far exceeded that of any presidency in this country, Bondi fawned in a televised April cabinet meeting before bragging about the number of death warrants she was signing. Behind the scenes, though, tensions have flared. Miller and Bondi butted heads after she asked Trump if he would do her the favor of naming Florida Sheriff Chad Chronister of Bondi Alley to head the Drug Enforcement Administration. Trump acquiesced, but the nomination was later yanked after reports resurfaced about the fact that Chronister had arrested a pastor who ignored COVID restrictions. Miller let Bondi know his displeasure with her pick, the Times reported. She also urged the president to limit pardons for January 6th insurrectionists to those who were nonviolent, according to the Times. Well, that's about the only use of her brains that I've seen. Trump wound up pardoning them all because he got bored. He couldn't go through every single one. He got bored, and he just said, "I'll fucking just let them all go." That was reported on at the time. She was initially uncomfortable with the fact that she would be managing the Justice Department's operations alongside Trump's hand-picked personal lawyers. She has since warmed up to the arrangement, becoming so close to Beauvais that she refers to him as Sweet Emile. Oh. Bondi has been consulted on important decisions, like how to respond to court orders calling for the return of deportees, and has been given gradually greater say over personnel. However, she continued to lack a major role in shaping the administration's broader strategic plans. Wowza. Yeah. Okay, Stephen Miller. Oh, that's not the salute you use. Sorry.